What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. How are you guys doing tonight, man? So, got some things to do. We're farming. I had ended my stream and I was farming. I'm about to go back out there, farm up some more so I can get a disc. Life happens, so I've been gone a few hours. Had to take care of business. Had to do some stuff. But I want to talk. As soon as I got back, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stream more of this. You know why? Because Crowfall has reinstated my hope, for the MMO genre. A lot of things, a lot of the games that I played in the past have been based on PvP. I played PvE MMOs. I played, a ton of games, MMOs that have been, that, have PvE in it, tons. The Shlew, World of Warcraft's got PvP, but it's PvE game. Rift, EverQuest, Tabula Rasa, I love Tabula Rasa. City of Heroes, tons and tons of MMOs that I have played PvE. But, in DCUO, like, still one of my most favorite, combat games to this day. I still love that combat system. And the way the power sets work. Eve is PvP, so you farm a lot. So, but, there's a lot of games I've played. And I'm, there for a moment in time, I was getting a little worried. Let's see first. Hold on. I was getting a little concerned because I was like, what happened? Elder Scrolls was a game I grabbed onto for years, and they introduced Battlegrounds, and I loved the Battlegrounds for ESO, but everything just becomes so like the same as every other game. I mean, to have similarities in MMOs is not unheard of, but to bring back player looting, to bring back risk, to bring back player crafting, where it is like Vanguard. I loved Vanguard because you could get drop gear, but you need, like, crafting, you needed to craft also in Vanguard for gear and to improve gear. And those were the things that I miss. Like bringing back viability to a functionality in the game, not just as a side thing. Oh, what the? Dude. That bear got the glow eyes. I don't even know what happened, but that was so cool. It just dropped. Whoa, that was so weird. That was cool. Its eyes went. I was like, whoa. But no, in Dark Age of Camelot, I think it'll be much like the AOC, just, but once again, can market it out in time. It's Mark. He's a legend, and that it isn't right, But with everything, Ashes of Creations look good. We were talking about a lot of potential games coming out, right? But just trying to get my other disc. Trying to get my other disc. Once I get this, we're going to do an upgrade. But, I don't know why I'm doing this, because we're getting a wipe. So, that's another thing. It's like, to me, I just like playing this. I already know there's a wipe coming. I know there's, my guild's currently probably engaged in some PvP. I don't want to be a burden on them. I felt like, I get on a couple people's nerves easy, I think. Not to say that I am, but, You know, I'm a type of person like look, if I don't want to be the problem, but you know. But yeah, I like the guys. They're great. Oh, wow. Nice about to break. That's fine. We'll switch it. Let me check the comments out here after if there is anybody watching. I hope everybody, whatever game you're playing, and especially right now, you're having fun or you're trying to take the stress out of your life. That's what gaming should be about. Sylvia, what's up? How you doing? My boy, Irish. What's up, my man? I'm good. How are things going with you, man? What's up? Dude, Irish, I don't know if you got a PC. I don't know. But if you do, you better be looking into this. And if you do come, you get a hold of me. We're going to wreck. If you got a PC and if you PC game, you better get a hold of me, dude. Because we will decimate you and I. I already know how we roll. I don't think they're ready. Here's the thing. I'm taking some ESO players from Microsoft. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. I'm taking a few of them. And when I do, we're decimating. Now, I hope to stay in Valyria. I did talk to the guild leader, and I hope to stay with them. And because, you know, even if I don't, I'd like to be in Alliance. Because group play is very much needed in this game. But I was like, I told him, I said, don't kid yourself, man. I got players I played with in ESO on all 3 platforms. I will take some of those. If we bring them here, we're decimating. We are decimating. That's what we do. That's what we do. I'm on PC right now, still rocking Final Fantasy. Dude, Final Fantasy, hands down, is one of the best story games of an MMO ever. I still have it. I just don't have my subscription activated. I should go through the story. Don't ruin it for me. that story in Final Fantasy is probably you can't. Anybody hating on Final Fantasy, they're crazy. I mean, sure, the PvP sucks. Now, here's the thing I will tell you, Irish. Once you buy this game, you don't have to do the sub. It's buy to play. So once you have it, you're good. You don't have to do the VIP. I might have to do the trick here to show you what I mean. So... But yeah, dude, I was thinking you should keep that for your PvE game and come over here for PvP. Then you don't have to pay us up. You just be like, yeah, I might, you know. I'm telling you, dude. Just if you do, let me know. If you do. Dude, I know Scott was talking about it. I wonder how Scott's doing. I hope he's doing well. A lot of things I've been worried about, honestly. I've been worried about my people, the people who watch me, the people who I played with, every day, every other day, weekly. Right now, those are the people I'm worried about. Because, man, as a community, I got love for you guys, man. I got so much love for you guys. I really do. I care about you guys, man. I do. I think about everybody, man. Like my boy... 2 old dudes, man, that's my dude. That's my dude. And, despite any differences, or anything in life, it's about caring about each other. And especially during right now and all of these unknown things, man, I think about you guys. And in MMO, that we get to pull away from that, stress in life, right? We get to. But, it's important to keep caring about each other. It really is. That's where it means the most. The girl I'm seeing is a big time into Final Fantasy. Don't know if I can pull her away. Well, don't pull her away. You don't ever pull a woman from her game, man. If she got a game, you do not pull her away. Keep her on it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm just saying, if you have a weekend and you want to, have a side game, it's not like, I'm not saying aside anything else. A side game, Come on over, man. I'll take care of you. You know I will. I'll always hook my people up. But dude, Final Fantasy, I still love it. I love the graphics. I love the storyline. Oh, I wish they would do more for the PvP. I really do. I love those eyes, man, of those animals. They're like, I'm enraged. You're going to die. But no, I think this has definitely given me a revitalization for myself. Like, I love Final Fantasy, I really do. But after you do the storyline and you're leveling up your other jobs, the crafting is good. It's a good filler. But once again, your best gear comes from what? PvE. You know, you're just using it just to get through the content, you know? And that's the thing that just, it makes me cringe. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's not their fault. It's not Yoshi P. Yoshi P's the man. He is the man. Yoshi P is the man. But the game's just not, it's not meant for PvP. It's not its forefront. And I think in this game, PvE wouldn't be its thing. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I wanted a game to bring back the crafting elements, that sandbox. It has somewhat of a linear design, but it has that reminiscent element of, you know, this is a player-driven game. It's not an NPC, player-driven. It's player-driven. You know, the economy's player-driven. The crafting's player-driven. The PvP elements are, only as diverse as the players within the community. Respawn. You will suffer for that, bear. Take it out on your hide. Literally. You know, I remember, I never played, there was another game that's an MMO, my friend was into, and, I never got into it. Like Sea of Thieves, or like any of those, I've never got into any of those games. Not that I was opposed to a pirate game. It's just like, I'm very skeptical. And with this title, I was as well. I'll be honest. I was like, I like the premise behind it. I'm going to keep my eye open on it. For sure. And then all of a sudden, man, I was like, after we saw the last update and some of the stuff, we were like, okay, we're in. Yeah, I mean, could it be too soon? I feel like it's around the corner. I get to play it, test it before it launches live. And right now, like, this is pointless. They're doing a wipe here in a few days. But I'm still having fun. I'm still having a blast. That ended, yeah. I might check this out. Looks interesting. PvP needs some of that in my life. I know, dude. That's what I'm trying. Listen, don't walk away. You got a good woman. She likes MMOs, right? She likes Final Fantasy. You know she's really good. You've already sold me. I approve. You don't walk away from that. You do not walk away from that. And you don't walk away from Final Fantasy. The only thing you need to do is say, honey, once or twice a week I'm going to PvP with my boy. And I'm going to, drop a couple of PvP builds. And, we're going to go ahead and decimate a couple people. That's a nice thing, man, You don't have to be hardcore. You can be casual. It's a casual thing. I mean, if you want to be hardcore, you can. But you don't have to always be hardcore. Final Fantasy, the one thing I find it most addicting about Final Fantasy 14, and I'm not going to lie, is the fact that you don't ever have to re-roll a character. Like, I want to play this class. Okay. Switch. No, never. You never have to play through anything. That's the best part. I love that about Final Fantasy, man. I just need one more disc. I'll have like stacks of leather. Oh. No. I'm getting robbed. Yo, Fury, what's up, dude? Is it worth paying? Dude, it is badass. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Listen, it's got some issues with the networking. So there's some lag, man, on some shit. Like right now on this stream, I'm only pulling 30 frames, man. But if you got good stuff and you're not too whatever, like if you're not streaming like me, you get about 40, 50 frames. But then when the siege comes, it drops down to, you know, between 20 to 30. So there needs to be a little bit more improvement in that element. A couple minor little glitches, but it's a lot better than where ESO was during its beta. And that's why I was really hopeful. This PvP though, yeah. Now, is it like ESO? No. I mean, it's a little bit more like brutal in the elements of, you know, player looting and stuff. You're not, right now, I don't anticipate a lot of builds that are going to be able to 1vx. I mean, you know, top end gear, you know, when players, you know, get to craft, you know, the best crafted gear. Is it possible? Yeah. But the mechanics and the way the build structure works, dude, I'm sold. I was like, wait a minute, wait the fuck it. Because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, dude, it's a linear game. No. And then I saw this, you know, the system, how they implemented it. And I was like, okay, whoa, wait a minute. Let's rewind on this. But yeah, no, it definitely had me sold on a lot of things, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie. That's why right now, I mean, we're getting ready for an update, and they're gonna do a wipe. And I'm still playing it. Why? Because I like the disc system. Because you got to upgrade, you have to be active in whatever you're doing to get better discs to upgrade them. And that's crafting. The way they have 3 different structures, kind of like World of Warcraft, but then the discipline system makes every build unique. And you have control over your stat you know, how you place your stat and where your points go. Add that to the gear system, you come up with all of these different viable builds and stuff. It's insane. I really think that's see, a lot of games I haven't been playing. Like, I was thinking about activating my Final Fantasy just to get caught back up on my storyline. Because, you know, I went through some stuff, you know, since the COVID. I've also been like monitoring the economy. For anybody who doesn't know, my background was in the financing sector at one time in my life. No longer, but that's what I used to do. So even though I'm no longer active in it, I used to be really into the economic levels of you know system. Like everybody using things inappropriately lately has kind of gotten on my nerves. I'm a nerd when it comes to economics. I'm a nerd. I'm a giant nerd. That's how I've told you guys about diminishing returns throughout the years, and the indifferent values. The reason I know that math is because I studied economics. So everybody's like, well, how do you know that? Well, now you know. I studied economics. So that's my thing. That was my thing. That's why I get into MMOs. Oh, I was about to say, I thought I saw something. I don't know if it'll go through the wall. Watch it despawn before I can finish harvesting things to that other bear. Oh, I got it. Still no disc. What? Oh well. This build, for example, is going to get a nerf bat, dude. This build is going to get a nerf. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, okay. Like, oh, you can't get resources. I'm like, what the hell, man? You gave me this capability? You guys are crazy. I'll figure out how to work it. And like I said, I'll trump it. I come out with toxic stuff. If they'll let me do it, I will. That's one thing I will say that this game's going to do, like every other game does, because you went class-based. Guess what you're going to be swinging out every so many months? Nerf bats. You know it's coming. Every game that does class, this is why the only thing, if I was to ever tell anybody, avoid class-based games. If you're developing it. And people would be like, why, Mystic? And I'm like, because your devs will spend every couple months nerfing what they just put in. Your work is counterproductive. You want to come out with a very mathematically sound round game, man. It's not easy. But if you don't do it the first time, all the thing you keep doing is breaking out nerf bats. Tell me I'm lying, guys. Tell me I'm lying. Ugh. Stand out. No. Man, my RNG just blows so much ball sack. Let me check out the comments. So is it worth hoarding gold or bottle caps for the Epic? Right now, they got 2 more phases. I want to say 2 more before launch. And we're getting ready for 1 wipe. And I think the next phase, they're anticipating 1 more wipe before launch. Launch, everybody's starting fresh. So if you pre-order it, and especially if you pre-order it before the update, you will get a wolf mount, right? So heads up, pre-ordering it will secure you a wolf mount, right? So that's one good thing. You get to test it, check out the game prior to launch, see what you like, see how the game's developing, and you get to get all the perks when it launches. So that's what's really cool. So the VIP will apply when it launches if you get one of those VIP packs. Same thing with the player housing. You get to test it, but it will actually go into effect during launch. So to me, it's worth it just for the playing experience. So when everybody starts on opening day, I know what main I'm going with, where I'm going with the first week, how to get there. I'm trying to get the tutorials, giving everybody a heads up, especially with the crafting. So today I explained that you do not want to go in campaign until with your crafters or harvesters until you leveled them epic. Your discs and belts epic. The reason why it's harder to obtain in campaign because you need groups to hit the nodes. So it's a lot harder. But you get more. You get, epic and legendary materials. I knew there was going to be one more. I'm like, this bastard didn't show up. See how it, those crit values start hitting up? It's one thing I love about. You know what? Alright. Now, let me skin this. No, I'm really enjoying this. So let me show you guys here after, I harvest these, what I mean by materials. Because that also makes a difference during your craft, right? The quality of the material. I don't want to hit that deer. I knew it. I kept hearing it growl. If I can just get it. Oh, what? I was over that. It's a lie. Come on. Trying to stay him out. Yep. Come on, give me one more stand bar. Once I'm on stream. One second. Sorry, my daughter. All right. She was redoing my granddaughter's bed. She bought her a new bed, so. But yeah, no, this game, like I said, it's definitely giving me a lot of hope. And by the way, if you're going to join and you want to join the same guild, the links are in the description below. Make sure you tell them Mystic sent you, okay? Very important. Now that's going to despawn. I'm not going to waste whatever on it if it's going to despawn. Let me check out the comments here. Let me go over here and then I might pop around the other side. Maybe I'll have a better little luck on the draw there. Combat looks smooth. It is. How's the community? It's pretty okay. So you know how I am. We all know how I am. Pretty much, you know, you got a bunch of people, you know how PvPers are. They're all PvPers. So heads up. So everybody thinks they're the shit. Right? And, you know, it's not toxic, though. It's just a lot of, you know, smack talking. We all know how it is. So that's what I would tell you. Just smack talking. It's the same as in every PvP game. It's not toxic, though. Actually, I would have to say that's the one thing. I haven't seen it be completely like, oh, you suck balls. They're actually pretty fun to kick it with. They're actually a blast to kick it with. Majority of the people are a blast to kick it with. So, but just smack talkers, you know how it is. Can't take it personal. We all know how PvPers talk. We all do it. We all do it. Hell, dude, I remember what's that dude's name that does content for ESO? He comes onto my stream, little old me, right? It's like, oh, Mystic Raven. And he's like a known content creator now for ESO. I forget his name. And he comes in and I said, oh, well, looky. You know, aren't I blessed to have such a presence in my room? I mean, it's like, dude, I've already played with all of you guys. Well, not him, but like Fang, Rush, Cypher, all those guys, man. So I'm like, really, dude? Who the hell are you? I don't give a shit. I don't care. You know? I don't. Like, you know? You come into my channel to watch me. What's that say? I miss Dove. I like my boy Despotic. I actually want to get Despotic in on this. You know, I should pop in over on Despotic. Mars. I want to get Mars over here. I know he's a big console player. But I know Despotic has a PC. He ain't gonna lie. Oh, there it is. There it is. Bingo, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Port this bitch. Roz, what's up? Yeah, I know the community's pretty good, Kieran. It's pretty good. You know, just smack talk. That's all it is, you know. You might be proud to know your macros for Final Fantasy still are amazing. Thank you. Especially for Samurai and Red Mage. Dude, thank you so much. Okay, I gotta know, since your woman's a Final Fantasy 14 player, did she try my macros and did she like them? I won't get butthurt if she didn't. Everybody has a different play style. But honestly, if she liked my macros, oh, dude, man, I would be like, oh, thank you. It humbles me. You know, like I said, you know, when it comes to macros, I remember I was just talking about me getting busted the other day I was using a third-party macro in a game one time, and I was writing the code for it. So it's not exactly like the regular gaming code, but it uses the interface. I don't typically write code, but I know how to read it. But once I have a tool that adjusts the macro, and Rift does that as well. It has an in-game macro system. To write the prompt commands or C commands, you pretty much get used to sequencing. And, you know, because, you know, I used to test in alpha, and they would have a tool for me just to read script code. And I was like, okay, sure. I'll do it. Now, I might actually get lucky. Now, let's see. Do I have all my crafting material? Well, I have enough. So, I mean, I think we're fine. Now, I need to get, actually, I need to buy my dust. So, I need 3 dusts. Right? 3 for the first upgrade. So, I'm going to show you guys how to do your upgrade on your harvesting. So, I'm going to come over here to this one, and you'll see it right here. Domination dust. They call it D-dust. Whatever. I need 3 of them. Alright. Now we're going to go back to the rune crafting. Now, typically I would tell you to slot this, but in this case I'm not going to, because I'm just trying to get to purples and whatever. So we're going to do an upgrade. We're going to go to disciplines. We're going to go exploration, right? So that's what these are called. These are called discs. That's part of your build. That's how you improve your skills or get better stats. So we're going to right click on the dust. It'll slot it. We'll take the disciplines, right click, it'll slot it. Now we take our soul essence, we put it in, we hit it, and then boom, baby. There we got it. There it is. So now I can actually get a harvesting toolkit. So we're a little low on money. So I'll bank this and then I can go farm some gold. Because it's expensive. It's very expensive. It's another thing. Gold farming on prior to campaign is easier. Campaign gold farming is a lot harder. It's a lot harder. So that's another thing you got to take into consideration, you know, when you're, well, I could sell all that. Underdog discipline. Now look, here's the material. See, that's a rare material. Now in Infected, I can earn up to rare materials, right? Not epic or legendary. I have to be in campaign to harvest those nodes to get epic or legendary, and then you see uncommon. So based on the materials you craft with, that's improving your gear stats and the quality of your gear. Much like in Elder Scrolls, how you have to have, you know, your gold material to do, you know, you got, you know, common, legendary for, you know, all that stuff. Same principle, but this just goes a lot further. Pretty much, basically. Now, you can always do basic things in crafting, but to do like the full sets, you do need to be specialized. And that's where you need the discs. So when you disc, you're specializing in that craft. Necromancy is how you build vessels. And vessels are another form of improving your characters. So we're getting a new vessel overhaul at the incoming system. That's why they're doing a wipe. Typically, they don't like to wipe as much as possible because they want players to, you know, experience it as if it was live. Now, we also have a test server. So this is a closed beta live server. And then there's a test server where we can just generate things and, you know, go at it and see what it's doing. So I don't get on that much because I'm like, eh. Now, I mean, when it releases, of course, you guys know I will be. Why? So I can test out all the changes. I did it for ESO. I'll do it for this game as well. So she's a white mage main. Oh, okay, got you. Gotta go, but take care, brother. I might check this out. Definitely, and if you do, click the links below. Definitely. Good. Always glad to see you. Yep. And by the way, guys, if you guys are Final Fantasy 14 players And my boy, if he still uploads, go check out his vids. He has a couple really cool vids, between what he did at ESO and some of the montage clips he's done for Final Fantasy 14. So I would recommend that. Yeah, definitely. So, like I said, I mean, it's almost to an extent kind of pointless that, I'm, playing this. One of the main things, the customization, like character options, that's the only thing I think this game lacks. I think they could add more customizable options. I understand why. Tomorrow I'll actually do another stream. Holy Raven. What? Holy Raven. Wait, I'm the Mystic Raven. So, yeah, these are, this is the, like, infected. Oh, that's my guild. Some of those are my guildies. So, the same banner. That's how you can tell. But definitely, one of the major things, like, I would honestly have to say, like, I understand why they made the graphics the way they did, so it could play on a multitude of systems. You didn't need this heavy-end system to play it, which actually I like that. I really like that it's not like a kill on the system. But you can see some of the lighting glitches for some of this needs cleaned up just a little bit, but you can see it. But then when you go up to it, it's not noticeable. But when you pull back, and you're on an angle, you can see it. You can see some of the lighting glitches. A couple of little things like that, and it cleaned up. Customization, could have more customization options. Emotes, right? Currently, we don't have any emotes. So we have no in-game mail system. Now they are coming out with a respec system. So they have announced that. So that's good. Because I've said, but they need a guild system, in-game mailing system. And they're going to need more work on the networking code, the network code. Other than that, with a couple of tweaks, the game's main functionality is already set. And I think that's really cool here. So let's go ahead while I'm here, and I'll do one thing, one real quick. Point here, and then we'll do my little magic trick. All right. So you guys will see this. I'm gonna overlap it. It's a temporary situation. All right. So the Crowfall store. So they're going to have the VIP here is optional, right? It'll give you perks, right? It's not available yet. I mean, you can buy it ahead of time if you wanted to. So when it launches, you already have it. But it's not being drained from you. I have 1,000 crowns. But, when we go to backer packs, that's what these are called. Right now they have a special. This is the one I got. It's usually $90. I bought the $70 pack. So I was like, I'm going to do it. Play now and forever. Play now and forever. That's this whole idea behind the game. I got 2 months of VIP. I got the forum membership. I think all of them come with forum membership except whatever. So I got all of this. And 1,000 crowns. And then I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'll do this. It comes with 6 character slots. Now, my friend got this one. He got the big pack, the Adventure Backer pack. He went huge. So, but this was a good purchase for me. I felt comfortable with it, knowing that I, have a couple perks for a couple months. So that's what I went with. It also gives you an in-game credit discount too when VIP goes in. Right now it's not active, but now they have spider mounts. Most of the game shop is going to be like ESO. It's cosmetic. So they have War Horse, Quarter Horse, different color. Nightmare. The Nightmare mount is really cool. You know, it is really cool. They actually had a limited time other steed, and it looks really cool. Merchant Pack Pig. It's got trunks. This thing's funny as watch. Hellcat. We're actually getting a cat next update. If you order ahead of time, you'll get a cat. So that's what I've been told. But that's kind of cool too. So everything's kind of like ESO in that way too. You know, the buildings, you can buy different size houses for your Eternal Kingdom. Same kind of principle as ESO. Same principle. Nothing changes. Eternal Kingdoms isn't a requirement. It's just like to have your own little place. You know, little piece of your own real estate in the game. So, yep, that's about it. That is about it. Let me go ahead and remove this. Alright. So, there you guys have it. You know, I have a lot of hope restored. For sure. Sorry, I had to get dinner. Oh, you're fine, Sylvia. I'm about to cut the stream. But, yeah. No, I think this game has, like I said, I know this is going to be the next big PvP game. I already know. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. And I would never steer people wrong. You know, I wouldn't. If I thought this game was whatever, does it have bugs? Yes. Does it have some network issues still? Yes. But overall, this game is going to be one of those games you're going to just, if you have a PC, you're going to want to be involved ahead of time. You're going to want a head start in this game. I can guarantee that. Why? Because of crafting. Because you're going to be one of those first crafters or those first PvPers. You want to get involved in guilds. You want to, you know, get involved in the siege battles. You know, this is the beginning stages to a game like this is the most, you know, crucial. You know, you can't in a game like this, if you walk in late, you kind of you're set with a big unfortunate handicap. The leveling's easy in this game. So they actually want to get you involved as quick as possible. But, you know, given the fact that you have white gear or green and they got like purple or orange in campaign, well, you're going to be the odds are stacked against you. So definitely take advantage of it, man. And like I said, if you guys are joining, go ahead. If you want a PvP on my side, click the links below, join Gilded, join Valerian, and tell them Mystic Raven sent you. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Mystic Raven, and have a nice day.